Imagine that you are in a wonderful place, immersed in the scene. The combination of sights, sounds, taste, and smells. The place is also full of culture, texture, and life. And people are talking funny just like Curtis. I had experienced all of these elements working together in one of the most unique cities in the United States. New Orleans. These are the ones you visit and think, why don't I come here more often? The mixture of cultures and races that built the city is unlike anywhere else in the United States or the world. When I visited in New Orleans, the first thing caught my eyes was the architecture in French Quarter. Walking around the French Quarter, I feel as if I had entered an exotic city. It felt like a dream to be there. People were drinking in the bar in the daytime. Unique food aromas and the sound of music were everywhere on the street. The architecture looks antique, attractive, and like a painting. As I was looking at these old buildings, they reflected the different people who settled in the area. Most of the architectural style in French Quarter is Spanish. Only a few French architectures remain. From here, you can see that New Orleans used to be ruled by French and Spanish. But during the Spanish rule, there were two big fires destroyed most of the French architectures. Buildings were rebuilt in the Spanish style with cast iron balcony and beautiful flower courtyards, as you can see from these photos. In contrast with the daytime in French Quarter, darkness transforms the French Quarter into a different vibe. With this natural light, the effect on the street image is sometimes more profound. The street was full with neon light and drunken crowds. Soon enough, I realized that bars have no closing hour, and the place was even more crowded and noisy after midnight. Street performers were everywhere, such as jazz bands, dancing, and individual musical solo performers. And I really enjoyed watching these street performers. Continue my night of adventure. I was lured into a voodoo shop by accident. An aroma of incense pulled me off the street and drew me in. A feeling of spiritual mystery hung around me for the entire time that I was there. The place is full of old spooky-looking voodoo dolls, also some religious art and candles. And I wouldn't dare to touch any of those things or talk to fortune tellers who might give me some bad news. The energy of that place just didn't feel right. But the voodoo is definitely one of the most unique and interesting facets of New Orleans culture. After a drunken night, I started my food journey and sightseeing outside the French Quarter the next day. The food is full of spices, savory, and fusion flavor, since the city had a great influence of African, Caribbean, French, Spanish, English, Italian, and German immigrants. The cooking style and ingredients were shared and involved several different cultures, which makes New Orleans cuisine a unique mix like no other in the world. And my favorite dishes are seafood gumbo, spicy crawfish, local alligator soup, and po' boy sandwich. I really enjoyed the cuisine and was surprised how inexpensive, tasty, and delicious New Orleans meals are. The food tasting was absolutely one of the highlights of the trip. In addition to that, there are many free, fun, and interesting things to do in New Orleans, like simply walking around the Garden District. The creepy-looking cemeteries are noted their uniqueness because the tombs are designed above ground. When I entered the cemetery gate, I was greeted by rusty, decorative ironwork tombs. Now, does anybody know why the tombs designed above ground in New Orleans? What? Yeah. Yeah, the tombs are designed above ground because New Orleans is located in below sea level. The sea level is very low, so the water rises very high in the city. After some hurricanes, you might see a cast or two falling down the street. After I finished touring in cemetery, I couldn't wait to go back the French Quarter. That place seems constantly ready to celebrate and feast. Festivals bring people of all ages together in a unique way. Whether a jazz festival, second night parades, or Mardi Gras celebration, people instantly let go of their differences and gather around to have a good time. The Jazz Festival is also one of the largest music festivals in the world, and tourists coming from all over from the world to experience music, art, food, and crafts. Unfortunately, I didn't visit there during the festival time. However, I did visit one of original jazz place, Preservation Hall, and I actually got my t-shirt from over there. Whether or not you are a jazz fan, it is a must-visit destination in your life. I knew very little of what to expect before going, but was told this was a place to be for a true jazz band experience. The bands are so talented, and the people that play music are passionate about it. Returning home after visiting New Orleans only for a few days, everything that was once normal seems completely brand new. I was shocked, disturbed, and excited all at the same time. I'm glad that I had experience of visiting New Orleans, a city that is so unique. It should be its own country. Thank you for listening.